High winds from a thunderstorm ripped part of a roof off of a barn in Cecil County yesterday, but the horses stabled inside emerged from it without injury.
WMER2 News' Jeff Hager has more on what witnesses are convinced was a tornado. Jeff?
Well, Kelly, the winds ripped 50 feet of trusses, sheeting, and shingles from this barn in a matter of seconds, and no matter what you call it, both humans and animals can count themselves lucky.
Here we go.
Vacationing with her animals in tow, Amye Clark came to Fair Hill State Park for some rest and relaxation this week, when the remnants of Florence turned those plans upside down.
And all of a sudden, my husband and I looked over here and saw wood flying through the air. And we heard the sound, and I said, oh my gosh, that's a tornado. So it quickly left, and the people that had the horses over there saw the boom of the roof landing and started running, and we all ran, and they said, what happened? I said, that was a tornado.
Natural Resources Police and Park Service staff arrived at Race Barn 3 to find a large portion of the roof ripped from the structure and dumped on the ground nearby. And 4 horses emerged from the ordeal without a scratch.
We were fortunate to have a veterinarian on site with the Fair Hill Training Center who we contacted, and she came over and assessed each horse to be sure that there were no injuries that had been overlooked before they decided to trailer and go home last night.
The National Weather Service has already seen enough evidence without visiting the site to determine what caused the damage.
They had a report already in their files, which they shared with us, attributing it to thunderstorm winds, straight line wind event.
But William Mackey, who spent most of his life in these parts, is not convinced, based on his own observations.
Kind of a orangish yellow sky to the north of my house. I always told me when the sky like that, always a tornado or something in the general area.
This is how calm the other horses were that went through the whole thing.
And for those who witnessed the damage firsthand, well, they've already made their own determination.
Do you know what? I've been through a tornado before, and once you hear the sound, you never forget it. And when I heard that sound, that's how I knew what it was.
Now, the National Weather Service did not have any tornado watches or warnings for Cecil County in place at 3 o'clock yesterday when this incident happened.